a meditation on the panacea to the viral negativity that we find ourselves in right now. And simply taking a seat and finding yourself in a nice, relaxing position, preferably with your spine nice and straight, allowing the events of the day to dissolve into your consciousness, into your awareness, allowing your awareness to become the focal point of your attention, letting the stories and the illusions of the mind simply take the background. And as we do this, we realize it's easy to be negative. Anyone can do it. If there is a truly debilitating virus on this planet right now, negativity is the root of it. What then is the panacea? Gratitude. Pure and simple gratitude. And just allowing that word to echo for a moment through your awareness, through your consciousness. And here's a practice for you in the coming moments of solitude and isolation that we're feeling right now in this meditation and in the situation that we find ourselves in. So sit quietly and allow all the beauty you have seen thus far in your life wash over you. All the places you have seen, all the breathtaking moments that made you wonder how it was possible. All the little miracles that just stopped you in your tracks and made you fall silent, allowing yourself to contact that silence that is left in the wake of such beauty and emptiness, allowing yourself to become completely empty. And in that emptiness, all the people you have loved, all the people you have lost, go through them all. Let them float into your mind's eye, their loving energy. Even the ones you've had difficulty with, you might find you have love for. Thank them all, and thank life for each and every one of them, and mean it, really mean it, right down to your core. And from that core, take some isolation and a gap in your life to show some appreciation for what you've had thus far. Allow the situation that we find ourselves in bring us a sense of peace, calm, and love. Life has loved you whether you realize it or not. Just repay the favor for a moment. Play the devil's advocate and simply invite and allow the warmth of the love in life. Realize deeply that we have been spoon-fed on the illusion of lack. Reflect on the fact that no matter what Western humans receive in a physical sense, it's never enough. Power, prestige, money, assets, fame, status. We measure the value in our lives and the value of our lives in a stream of thought based in a realm of having and doing. Reflecting on that. If there is a tragedy unfolding, this is it. And it unfolded long before this virus appeared. Now, in this moment, everyone wants a panacea to desperately get them back to the other virus of lack they were suffering before this viral pandemic appeared. Better the devil you know, right? What is the definition, though, of a pandemic? Perhaps this virus is part of a panacea for man and the earth at the same time. It might be a bitter pill for us to swallow, but it might also save us if we can make a sustainable shift in our consciousness. By a stroke of pure luck, you are sitting in a downtown apartment in Sydney, New York, or London, instead of waging a full-blown fight for daily survival on the plains of Malawi or Liberia. And yet, into the sleep of lack we wade, into the psychosis of victimhood, self-degradation, self-flagellation we slide, desperately holding on by our fingernails as we try to keep up in a psychosis that cannot be kept up with. When we look at the truth with compassion for self and others, we can see that although our external situation may be far different from our brothers and sisters in Malawi or Liberia, the inner suffering is not. Perhaps we lack even more than they do. We fail to even acknowledge the abundance we have in our lives. Consider, as we load the situation we find ourselves in and the inconvenience of it, that even self-isolation and social distancing is a luxury many of these people won't and don't have. There is absolutely no value in what you do or what you have. They are the external situations of a life that is lived on a being level. And this is the root of the psychosis we are suffering from. We can't love an object. We can't objectify love. Love is not an object, nor is happiness. If we are seeking happiness and love in an object-subject relationship, we are lost to the fundamental law of life itself. Life is a benevolent force made of love itself. The only place you can find it is to experience yourself as you were born, prior to this teaching of objects and lack. Love is uniquely yours. You are made of it, and you are able to give and receive it as long as you are able to get in touch with it inside your own heart. The true value of our worth and sense of abundance comes from our hearts. I can be the poorest man on earth and the richest king. I can give the greatest gift a human can give to another when I love you. When I see my reflection in you, it makes me want to share, not hoard. The hoarding we have seen in supermarkets only reflects the psychosis of fear, doubt, lack, and non-gratitude we have been living under. Don't resist it. And just see it. Really see it. Love Yes, love itself brings me home again and again to my own heart, to my true value, to my authentic net worth as a human being on this breathtaking blue planet, which is now finally getting some respite as the doers, the complainers, and the overprivileged stay home to finally get the chance to face and realize their truth. Or not. So, as you sit here in this period of quiet, of stillness, take a punt on the practice put here in the initial paragraphs and force yourself into gratitude. Even if you have to drag that ego mind kicking and screaming. The power of gratitude. Start practicing it. The sentient beings and the experiences you've loved and do love will start to play in your mind's eye. They will start to pass by the truth of your awareness, and your heart will acknowledge it deeply, becoming conscious of our own hearts. Something in you will recognize the truth of it, and it will be the end of the psychosis and the dawn of a new life on this planet. Gratitude and love are the mightiest of swords. And start swinging those swords recklessly and cut deep into the layers of illusion in your own existence, in your own direct experience. Once your outside starts to reflect the inside of this action, you'll come to realize the truth, the might and the power you have locked inside you. Take that power and infect as many people with it as you can, and the world will enter a new phase of grace, harmony, and authentic prosperity. Now that's a virus worth spreading.